Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Real Talk with B. On this particular episode, I am going to be discussing not shutting down when in a relationship. Y'all, stop shutting down when in a relationship, okay? Anyway, let's go ahead and dive right on into it because this is going to be a good one. I know a lot of people can relate. I personally can relate. I have experienced this myself when being in a relationship, and I'll definitely dive into those relationships and those situations and how everything turned out, how it affected me, what happened after the fact, because I feel like all of that stuff is important. So anyway, when you're in a relationship and you're going through something, especially if it does not have anything to do with your relationship, you have to be extremely mindful, y'all. Like, you cannot shut down when you are in a relationship because you're not thinking about how you shutting down is going to affect the dynamics of your relationship or how it affects your partner. Because remember, you are in a relationship. It's two people, not one. So you can't just think about yourself. You have to think about that other person as well. And how what you are doing is making them feel. What you don't want is for your partner to feel alone in a relationship and feel abandoned because you don't know how to handle your stressors. Your partner is there to assist you and help you with those stressors, so let them help you. Don't shut down and be like, oh, I'm going to do this by myself. I'm going to handle it alone because this is how I've been doing it all my life. What? No, we're not doing that. We're grown. We're growing. We're older and we should be mature. So we should know that that is not healthy, nor is it effective. It is extremely detrimental, and you will run the risk of being by yourself because you're shutting your partner out. You should know that if you're going through something, that you can talk to your partner. Now, if you are not able to discuss stuff with your partner, you need to look at your relationship and wonder why. Like, what's going on to where I cannot trust my partner and I can't come to them with whatever issues I have going on. But yeah, like, come on now, y'all. We communicating. You going through something, baby, let me know what's going on. Like, I want to talk to you. I want to help you through it. I don't want you to be sitting there in pain and suffering and you feel like you got to go through it alone even though you have me. No, talk to me about it. I may not be able to help in the manner that you think I can, but I promise you I'll be able to help your mental, your emotional. That's important. Your spiritual side, I'll be able to support and uplift that. And once you have that, that part is taken care of, then guess what? You're going to be good and you're going to know how to tackle whatever that situation is. But one thing that I've seen and I've personally experienced is men, they definitely have a major issue with this. Once a man is going through something, they will shut completely down. And I mean, they may give you like bits and pieces of a hey, how you doing? You know, I'm just checking on you. But it's not the same. It's like they've become distant. They've allowed whatever outside factors to affect your relationship. And it's not cool. So, okay, speak for myself, for instance. I was in a relationship and I find myself to be a very effective communicator. Maybe I over communicate at times, but I like to talk, y'all. Like, I want to know what's going on. How can I help you? I'm a fixer. So if you come to me with the problem, I'm going to try to fix it. Unless you say, you know what, I don't want you to fix my issue. I just need to vent. I just need to get it off my chest. Don't say anything. If you say that, then okay. I'm not going to try to fix it. But if you don't say that, then once you come to me with whatever it is, in my mind, I'm automatically going to fix it mode. How can I help him? Because if I'm able to help you get through this, for one, it's going to make us stronger. You're going to see that I really do have your back and I support you. But also our relationship is going to be it's going to be even better. Because now you know that you have somebody. You don't have to go through stuff alone. So, guys, don't be closed off, okay? Give that woman an opportunity to help you with your issues. Like, come on now. But anyways, so he allowed out, he was going through some stuff. And I've experienced this twice. So I'll go with the first person. He was going through stuff, and I knew some of the stuff that he was going through, and I really was trying to be supportive. I was trying to be there emotionally, spiritually, mentally, just let him know, like, hey, I am a safe zone for you. You don't have to worry about going through this by yourself. Like, I'm sending motivational stuff, y'all. I'm sending songs, memes, videos, just to let them know, like, hey, I got you, I got you. And it bothered me because where I started to get affected is he drew back from the relationship and me. So I started to feel like I was alone. Even though I knew he was going through something, I wasn't trying to add to what he had by stressing him out even more. But I was like, okay, why are you allowing outside stuff to affect our relationship dynamic? I thought that we had very good chemistry. Our communication was very good. But it's like when that occurred, he drew back. Like I said, he drew back from me in a relationship. However, he would still be active on social media. To me, that was the issue, because then I felt like, okay, maybe I'm the issue because you don't want to talk to me. You're not really texting me, but you can be active on social media. So make that make sense. If it's so detrimental, why aren't you talking to me? You know what I'm saying? Why aren't you using me? Utilize me. I am an asset. Use me. I will help you. You never know what advice I may have. You don't know what I may be able to do, but you're not even allowing me to help you because you've like completely shut down. So the relationship, it didn't end up working out because I just got to where I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm not happy anymore. Like, my needs aren't getting met. I'm being there and being supportive, you know, of you and for you, and letting you know that I got you and you don't have to go through it by yourself. And you're choosing to go through it by yourself. You're also choosing to ignore my phone calls, my text messages, and still post on social media. So now when I say I'm done, I'm perceived as the bad person. But how can I be the bad person when I've been trying consistently for weeks to show you that I'm there for you and you don't have to go through it alone, but you're still choosing to? Like, you, in that instance, I had to be selfish because my feelings were getting hurt. I felt like it was like a mind game being played. And I was like, I have to choose me and my happiness. I've tried and tried and tried and tried. But if you feel like you want to go through whatever it is alone, then okay, you go through it alone. But I'm not going to sit here and wait for you. Like, y'all got to stop doing this stuff and expecting the woman to wait for you. We're not waiting. A woman that knows her worth, she's not going to wait for you. Not forever. She's not. Because my thing is, she knows her worth. You should know her worth. If you don't know her worth, guess what? There's somebody out there that will know her worth the first time. They're going to hear her. They're going to see her. and they're gonna be like, oh no, I can't let this one slip past me. I'm not doing this. No, no, no. Like, yeah, I'm gonna talk to you. Or if they do shut down the first time after you've spoken with them ladies and you told them how it made you feel, the next time they're going through something, they should be more open to you. So, because they don't want you to feel like you felt the first time. They were like, okay, you know what, my bad. The only way I can show you that I'm serious and I won't do it again is the next time something happens, I'm going to do differently. If they're doing differently, then great. That is amazing. That means that he heard you. He cares about your feelings. He loves you. He's fighting for the relationship, and he's going to show you that he's doing, you know, that he got you just like you got him. So, yeah, hopefully that's what happens. So, with my second scenario, it was kind of similar to the same stuff. Like, he was like, you know, I'm a great communicator, and I was like, you know, my questions when dating, I'm just like, you know, how do you deal with stress? Like, when you're overwhelmed, how do you handle that? When you are stressed or you're feeling overwhelmed, what do you need from me? Like, how can I help you? These are questions that I ask. So I asked the first person that, and I asked this person that as well, you know, just trying to understand. And he was going through something, and he did the same thing that the first one was doing. Like, he started to become distant. And I'm like, dang, like, again? This is crazy that this is happening again. And I'm just like, okay, let me just be patient. Because then, you know, I was told, and I've been reading stuff where it's like, you have to be patient. Like, just wait. Give them some time and wait for them to open up and come to you. Because a lot of times I have a habit of where it's like, tell me what's going on. I want to know. I need to know so I can help you, because I'm an empath, y'all. So I don't like the person that I'm with to be feeling down or to be sad, angry. I don't want you like that. I want you to be happy. I want you to be at peace, and I want to know what I need to do to make you get what you're needing as far as the peace goes. So anyways, y'all, I asked him this stuff, and he was like, you know, when I'm going through something, I'm always at peace. I meditate. Like, that's the one thing that a lot of guys like to say. I'm at peace and I meditate. Stuff don't stress me out. I just ignore stuff. So I pretty much got the same answer from him. And I was like, okay. So first incident happened where he kind of started drawing back, and I'm like, what's going on? And we talked, and I told him, you know, I said, look, I'm here to support you and help you. And, you know, I just let him know that I was there and stuff. And he did open up and he talked to me, which was great. Like, I definitely appreciated him talking to me, just to know that he had like a safe space, and that I wouldn't judge him. I wouldn't throw it back up in his face. I wasn't going to do any of that. Nor would I speak on, you know, the scenario and what's going on. That's not my place to do that. I'm telling you, this is a safe zone, so it's nobody's business on what's going on with you, you know. So I told him, I said, you know, well, when you fell back from me, this is how it made me feel. And he was like, oh, I apologize. Like, I don't want you to feel that way. So, like, I'm gonna do whatever to show you differently. So in my head, I'm like, okay, great. We're getting somewhere. Like, this is progress. Like, okay, I didn't tell him. He immediately is like, I'm going to correct the problem. I'm going to fix it because I don't want you feeling that way. To me, that's all that I needed to hear. That's what I wanted. And also to see it when it happens again. So boom. A little time passed and it happened again, y'all. And I'm like, okay, but you said that you would not do this, and yet you're still doing the same thing. And on top of that, he would also post on social media. And he said that me posting on social media is my outlet. And I'm like, but I'm supposed to be your outlet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm supposed to be the person that you come to, that you go to when you are going through something. Like, you supposed to come to me. I am supposed to be your outlet. So how can you say social media is your outlet and you're not coming to the person that you with? So anyway, it got to where all communication was cut off. Like, blocking was done, because I was just like, and it actually happened 3 times. 3. And I was like, yeah, I'm good. Because I've been trying and trying and trying. And you're not hearing me. I felt like at that point in time, he did not care. Because I felt like if you cared, you would have moved differently. You wouldn't have kept doing the same thing. You wouldn't keep shutting down. I'm like, you're allowing outside factors to impact the dynamics of our relationship. You're making me feel like I'm alone. I don't want to feel like I'm alone. If I'm in a relationship and I feel like I'm alone, I don't need to be in a relationship. It serves me no purpose. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, I'm over this. Like, I'm not gonna keep sending you positive stuff to help you and support you and uplift you, and you feel like it's okay to leave me on red. Like, don't leave me on red. Or at one point in time, when I would text you, you would respond to me immediately. Now you want to wait all these hours. You want to let all this time pass. Because now, once again, you're making me feel like I am the issue. Because you're disconnecting from me, but you're still active in every other way. And I mean, even with him, he was like, you know, it's not you, it's me. You're a good woman. And I was just like, yeah, I don't want to hear that. I know I'm a good woman. Like, I don't want to hear that. I just want to know, like, really, why do men shut down when in a relationship? Like, y'all cannot do that. That's not healthy. It's not effective. Like, and what happens is you make it, you do end up making it hard for the next person, because now it's like, this what you gonna do? Y'all gonna shut down? This has been a pattern. When you're going through something, instead of talking about it, you decide to isolate yourself and you put me to the side. And then once you're done, you decide to come and pick me back up. No, I'm not part-time to anybody. I'm full-time, or we don't have to have any time at all. You decide what you want, baby. Ladies, protect your mental. Don't think that a man shutting down in a relationship is okay, because it's not okay. Men, same thing for y'all, because I'm pretty sure it's women that do it too. Shutting down is never okay. It's not. Talk to me, communicate. You should be able to open up. You're supposed to be their person's best friend. They're supposed to be your best friend. So that's supposed to be the first person you want to talk to when you got good news, bad news, sad news. That's the first person you want to talk to every time. This excuse of, oh, I done been like this all my life. Please stop using that excuse. Stop using it as a crutch. We are grown. We are growing, elevating. We are maturing. Cut it out. Open your mouth up. Talk. Say what's wrong. Be vulnerable. If you can't do that with the person you with, then you need to reevaluate your relationship. But you should be able to go to that person and talk to them and tell them whatever without feeling any kind of way. And ladies, when a man opens up to you and he becomes vulnerable, do not make him feel weak for being vulnerable. Do not make him feel less than. Don't talk about him. Don't throw it back up in his face. Don't do that. Because that is why it is hard. That's one reason on why it's hard for these men to open up to a woman like me. Because y'all mistreat them and y'all misuse them, and then they get a hold of me and I gotta go through all kind of hell because you ain't do right, trying to show them that I'm not like you. But it's so hard. And then I just get to a point where I'm like, you know what, forget it. You want to act damaged so you can be damaged. If you don't want to grow and you haven't healed and you can't see that I'm different from your past, bye. Like that's just how it is. Like y'all have to stop that. Let them men come and talk to y'all. Let it be a safe space. The same thing that we want, ladies, these men want the same thing. They do. They want to come home and they want to be at peace. They want to have somebody that's going to wine and dine them, that's going to take them out, that's going to listen to them, that's not going to throw stuff up in their face, that's going to help them be that man's peace, protect his mental, protect his emotional. Once you got a man's mental, there is nothing that can truly come in between that. The only thing that can come in between that is that man, if that's what if he allows something to. But anyways, I just don't agree with the shutting down when in a relationship. Like, y'all can't do that. You cannot. It's not beneficial. It's not healthy at all. We have to find better ways of getting our feelings and our emotions out. Find an outlet. If you feel like you can't, if you feel like you can't, like I said before, if you feel like you can't talk to the person you with, for one, you need to reevaluate that entire relationship, because I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody and I can't talk to them about what's going on. And then not only that, it's like you can't talk to them about it, and then you distance yourself from them. How do you think when you do that, how does that make that person feel? For me, it makes me feel I'm going through abandonment issues. I feel like it's abandonment. You're abandoning me. You're ghosting me. You're distancing yourself from me. You're making me feel like I am the issue. If you do not want me to feel that way, don't do it. Because my thing is this, fellas, how would you feel if she did that to you? Realistically, like, how would you feel? I know you would feel some kind of way, because that's messed up. Nobody wants to feel alone when in a relationship, like they can't help the person that they're with. I know that you're going through something. You're not telling me what it is. So I don't even know how I can help you, because you're making it so hard. Stop making it hard. When you have a woman that you know is there and she's supportive and she creates a safe space for you to be able to be yourself, not necessarily be yourself, but she's able to help you with your emotional side, open up to her, utilize her. It's going to help her, because she's going to know that he needs me in this way. And that's the most important way that I want a man to need me, to where I can protect his mental and his peace. I got you, babe. I got you. Like, it's beneficial to her, like I said, for those reasons. And then it's beneficial to you, because now you have this weight lifted off your shoulders. You have talked about it. Hopefully, you've allowed her to talk, y'all have had some type of dialogue, and it wasn't just a one-sided, conversation. It wasn't just a venting session. You did allow her to give some type of input so that you can maybe see it from a different perspective, or she could give you more, better insight. Well, it's the same thing, like better insight and on how to move forward. Like, so don't cut yourself short. Don't cut your relationship short because you're used to doing stuff alone. If that's the case, be by yourself. Stop disrupting these women. You see this? Do not disturb. I wore this for a reason, so that y'all can see this. Do not disturb my peace, my joy, my vibe. I mean that. Don't disturb me. If you know that you are not good with communication, if you know that you shut down and you don't like to open up and talk, leave me be. Because I want to know what's going on. I want to know how I truly can help you. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to judge you. I'm not trying to hurt you. It's none of that. I really care and I really want to help you. I want to know what's up. That's why I asked those questions from the jump, because I want to know, like, what I can do. And you have women out there that are like that, but I just feel like we're getting the shitty end of the stick because we're having to deal with past trauma, previous trauma, you know, or it could be childhood trauma or from a previous relationship. I get it. You have those family members that you open yourself up and you're vulnerable to them and they throw it right back in your face. Please believe I know it. I have experienced it personally more times than I can count by the ones that I love. Family. That blood. Ooh, that blood, baby. But guess what? I just don't rock it with them. I don't rock with them like that no more. That don't mean I don't love them, but I don't. But that also doesn't mean that when I meet a man and whenever I get into a relationship, that doesn't mean that I'm going to be like, oh, well, because these people in the past have done me like this when I've opened up to them, I'm not going to open up to you. No, that's crazy. That's dumb. That's wrong. You cannot do that. You have to open up. It's not their fault because of stuff that has happened in your past. They should not have to pay for the sins of other people. They shouldn't. And that's how you have to look at it. Because my thing is, how would you feel if a woman got trust, if she got trust or insecurity issues? You gonna be like, oh no, I'm not dealing with that. She got trust and insecurity issues. That ain't my problem. You should have been healed from that. That's from your previous relationship. That don't have nothing to do with me. You need to leave that back there. Same thing goes, y'all. Same thing goes, fellas. Same exact thing. It's the same thing. If I had nothing to do with your reasons for wanting to go through stuff alone, don't make that be a problem in our relationship. Talk to me. Talk to me, babe. How can I help you? What can I do? What do you need from me? Please tell me. I want to know. Because I want to be that support system. I want to be what you need. You know what I'm saying? Like, people got to pay attention to stuff like that. Like, it's not just about you. And I feel like if, you know, men, when y'all stop shutting down in these relationships, you'll realize you don't have to carry it alone. Like, you'll feel so much relief. It won't be so strenuous on you. Like, we gotta do better. You do. We as women gotta do better too. We have to let y'all know it's a safe space. If you get mad, don't throw that man stuff up back in his face. How dare you do that? Because how would you feel if he did that to you? Oh my goodness. He'll be some of everything in the group chat, cousin chat, sister chat, whatever it is. Y'all know what chat I'm talking about, ladies. The one that we don't need the men to be looking at, because that's the one with all the tea. Yeah, that chat. So don't do that man like that. Let him open up. Let him be vulnerable. Don't throw it back in his face when you being emotional and he calling you out on something. So now you trying to cut him. Like, don't do that. That's childish. Grow up. We moving forwards, not backwards. Be that man peace. Be his safe zone. Let him know, hey, when you going through something, I got you. I will be your umbrella, babe. I will. Like, you gotta let them know. Now, like I said, it's work on both sides. So whereas the women is working on that, fellas, you gotta try. Everybody is not the same. The new person cannot suffer for stuff that the last person did. It's not right and it's not fair. Because it wouldn't be right or fair to you if they did it to you. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta look at it like that. Like, you really gotta get out of yourself and your feelings and like, how would I feel if the roles were reversed? You would be acting a fool. Why you ain't talking to me? Why you not texting me? But you active and you posting on social media, but you talking about you gotta deal with this alone, but you da-da-da-da-da-da. That's how y'all fellas would be. So yeah, that's how I am as a female, because I'm trying to figure out, like, you saying that you got to deal with this alone, but you active, very active. You posting, you responding to the comments and shit. Like, I see that you out and about, but you can't put into your relationship. You don't have the time or the energy to put in your relationship. Oh, but you got the time and energy to put in social media when you are doing in your alone phase. You ain't in a relationship to be alone no more, baby. If you want to be alone, don't get in a relationship. Because doing stuff alone in a relationship is not going to work. Like I said, it's detrimental. The relationship will fail. It's going to fall. And if you don't want that to happen, open up, talk, communicate. Ladies, let that man know that you heard what he said. Show him that you heard what he said. Be his support. Pray over that man. Pray over him every day. Send him inspirational stuff out of the blue. Hey, I just want to let you know I appreciate you, because I know you've been working real hard. I know you've been going through this, that, and the third. Like, I truly appreciate you and everything. Do that. Like, these men, they need that support. They need to know that they are not alone. They need to know that they're not going to be judged. That way they can be more open and vulnerable, and they can be more in tune with their emotions. If that man cry to you, don't look at it as a bad thing. That's a good thing. If you feel comfortable enough to cry around me, how dare I try to judge you because you crying around me? Like, what? No, I'm not. If anything, I'm gonna love you even more. Because, ladies, how would you feel if you went to him crying to him and he just like, why is you crying? Stop crying. Pick yourself up. Get it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you feel? You wouldn't feel good. So stop treating these men like this. Treat the men the same way you want to be treated. Fellas, treat the ladies the same way you want to be treated. You got to think about your kids. That karma is something else, y'all. You got to think about your kids and how it can affect them. Because it may skip you, but it may affect your kids. Eventually. You got to think about stuff like that. When you are here saying you want to do it alone and you in a relationship and you're messing over a good woman that you know is a good woman, that you've said you're a good woman, I know you're a good woman, but then you hurt her, you breaking her heart. It don't make sense. You know I'm a good woman. You want me to be in your life, but you don't want to do right. You don't want to work on the thing that is causing friction between us. And then, like I said, it don't even be having nothing to do with whatever they be going through. Has nothing to do with the relationship at all. It's outside factors. And like I said, you never know how the person you're with can help you, because you're not giving them that chance to. You're not giving them the opportunity. Neither one of them didn't know really how well I could help them, because they did not give me the opportunity to. Now, they did talk to me about other personal stuff, but when whatever it was that was going on, it's like, oh, this is happening, and I gotta deal with this by myself. I can't put into you in this, so I gotta put into this. But you stay right here while I'm off dealing with this, and once I'm done dealing with this, then I'm gonna come back to you. How long y'all expect a woman that knows her worth to wait? I'm not waiting long on you to get it together. I'm gonna give you 2 weeks tops to try and continue to be supportive and be there. But after them 2 weeks, I am done. I'm over it. I have cut it off. I've cut the emotional side off. I've cut the mental side off. And I can't be faulted for that, because I have tried consistently for 2 weeks by sending stuff, by doing stuff to show you that I'm there, by still trying and putting my best foot forward every day. Good morning, babe. Good night, babe. I'm still texting you throughout the day, still doing stuff, calling you. But if you ignore my calls, leaving me on red, like I said, but you posting on social media and stuff, that lets me know that you've made your choice. So you can't make me feel bad for choosing me. You chose you and your situation over our relationship. Now I'm choosing me over our relationship because I am no longer going to feel the way that I feel. And I think that's what people have to realize. Like, you gotta, like I said, just be mindful. Put yourself in that person's shoes. It's not okay. It's not cool. You gotta do better. Like, for real. You have to. The change starts with you. So once again, if you with somebody that you cannot talk to, you need to reevaluate that relationship. Because the person that you wish to be your best friend, you should be able to come and tell them any and everything. You shouldn't have to worry about being judged or none of that. It's supposed to be a safe zone. So if you can't do that with the person you with, oh, that's the wrap already. That's over and done with. Because it don't make sense. Because then it's like you're still alone in a relationship. And who wants to be in a relationship and alone? I'd rather be alone and not in a relationship than be, oh, I got somebody, but I have somebody, but where are they? Because then it's like I can't even come to you when I'm going through something because you don't even know how to handle your own stuff. So I know you can't handle my stuff. Oh, and this was something that I would be told too. Like, well, you already got your own stuff going on, so I don't want to add to what you have going on. Who are you to say that? I understand that you may feel like you're being caring, but put it on me. Talk to me. Because I may be able to help you with your situation and you may be able to help me with mine. But guess what? We will never know. Why? Because it is silence. You're choosing to do it alone. So if the relationship doesn't work out anymore because you decided to shut down when in your relationship, you can't fault nobody but yourself. You can't fault that person because they know their worth. And you don't know their worth clearly. You didn't see it, don't care, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, y'all, do better. Ladies, let that man open up. Don't make him feel judged or feel bad for doing it. Fellas, open up and watch how much better you're going to feel. A weight is going to be lifted off of your shoulders. You're going to look at her differently. She's going to look at you differently. The love is going to get stronger for the two of y'all just off of that alone. But anyways, y'all, this has been another episode of Real Talk with B. I hope that y'all appreciated it. I hope y'all liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to my podcast. Don't forget to like it, comment, share it, please. So I can just continue to grow and evolve. But yeah, I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. And once again, thanks for subscribing to Real Talk with B. Bye, y'all.